Dear students, in this unit we will talk about the seed and pollen grains as the key adaptation of higher plants in order to adapt life on land. Now, evolution of seed represent a remarkable transition for photosynthetic plants in order to survive and successfully adapt this different ecosystem on this land. Now, it is the most complex and successful method of sexual reproduction in vascular plants. Now, evolution of seeds allowed plants to decrease their dependency on water for the reproduction. Just like other plants, for example, non-vascular plants, they are dependent on water in order to fertilize and reproduce. But these seeded plants, they have evolved seeds, and that has helped them successfully adapt to the harsh environment of this planet. Now, when we talk about the seed, it consists of an embryonic sporophyte, then some nutritive tissues around it, and a protective coat which protects it and which helps it withstand the harsh condition of winter or some other complexities. Now, this seed, upon germination in favorable condition, forms from the fertilized egg cell, and it give rise. It is formed from the female gametophytes and its associated tissues. Now, the two groups of seeded plants, which are gymnosperms as well as angiosperms or flowering plants, exhibit the greatest evolutionary complexity in plant kingdom and are the dominant plant in most terrestrial environment as a result of their adaptation in successfully synthesizing seed as well as the pollen grains. When we talk about the adaptations and the formation of pollen grains, unlike the bryophytes and ferns, whose spores are haploid and depend on water content in order to swim from the male part to the female part, these pollens from these seeded plants, they are present on the stamens, mean male part of their plants. This stamen consists of anther and a filament. This anther contains a lot of spores which have the ability to go and reach the female part of the flowering plants. Now, there are so many adaptations and so many methods which have been adapted by these higher plants in order to reach their pollens to the female part of their flowers or their reproductive parts. Now, inside this ovary, the seed develops, and this seed contains diploid embryo that will germinate into a separate sporophyte plant. These seeds are transported by wind, water, or by animals to far areas, and it encourages reproduction and it reduces the competition with their parent plants. Now, when we talk about gymnosperms and angiosperms, the higher plants, seed is developed from ovules. As you can see here in this diagram, the pollen grain, they are shifted to the female part of these plants where they are developed. They fertilize and give rise to a zygote, and that zygote develops into seed and it stays inside the ovules. While when we talk about gymnosperms, it is a different thing. They have naked seeds, but angiosperms, their ovules and seeds are covered and they are enclosed inside the ovary.